Okay, this is a basic introduction to the present tense, or what I like to call the always tense. Here are some uses for the present tense when we want to talk or write about things that happen all the time or regularly occurring events or actions. An example is I eat breakfast at 6:45 every day, so this happens all the time. We use the simple form I eat. To talk or write about someone or something's qualities, behaviors, likes, and dislikes. So, for example, she is a funny person. So, this happens all the time. She is always a funny person. So, we use is. He studies hard. The basic form is study. Although it's he, we have to use IES. So, he studies hard. He is a good student. This is his behavior. He does this all the time. So, we use the simple present. I love bacon. This is also something that is true or happens all the time. It's not going to change, so we use the present tense. Also, I hate kale. Another use for the present tense is to talk or write about general truths or things that never change. This can be considered facts. So, water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. So, we use freezes. We have an ES because it's water. So, water freezes at 32 degrees. Finally, to talk or write about ownership and ages. So, for example, I have a car. I will use the simple form of have. I have a car. That means I own a car. I have two brothers. Same deal. I am 10 years old. We use the verb to be am here, or my brother is 14. We use the verb to be here. All of this is in the simple present. So, whenever you are deciding on what type of verb tense to use in a sentence, you have to pay attention to the word clues given to you in the sentence. So, some of the clues for the present tense are every day. So, for example, things like every Monday, every Tuesday. We can also say things like every morning, every evening, every afternoon, every weekend. But notice the use of the word every there. We also use always, often, usually, rarely, often in present tense sentences. We also use prepositional phrases like on Mondays, should be an S there, on Tuesdays, on Wednesdays, in spring or in summer or other seasons. Also, times of the day, so in the evening, in the morning, in the afternoon. But sometimes you simply have to understand the context. So, an example, the Mississippi River runs from northern Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico near New Orleans. The verb here is runs. It's in the simple present tense. This Mississippi River is not going to stop. It always happens. We just understand this based on the context of it's a river. It never changes, so it runs. Okay, if you want to see the present tense from a timeline perspective, we have a timeline here. We have the past, we have right now, and we have the future. And the present tense basically covers all of this time. That's why I call it the always tense. So this represents something that always happens or exists in the past, right now, and in the future. An example sentence: the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So this happened yesterday, it happened today, and it will happen tomorrow. So this happens all the time. I usually drink coffee in the morning. That's a truth. I did it yesterday. I did it today. I will do it tomorrow. So I can use the simple present here. I usually drink coffee in the morning. Also, I love bacon. That is also a truth. So I liked it yesterday. I like it today, and I will like it tomorrow. So that's it for the present tense.